time to say that this video is in no way affiliated with the actual CinemaSins channel, that this is a fan-made parody and is not meant to rip them off in any sort of way. And as always, if you guys like what I make, you can always like, comment, subscribe, and set that notification bell to all so you never miss an episode. Let's do this. Nearly 2 minutes of animated opening credits. Also, Jesse Terrero. If it wasn't for him, this absolute crap show of a film would never have had to come into existence. In case you confused it with Inglewood, Illinois, 1968.
I always loved airplanes, man. Not just toy ones, but real ones too.
Don't we all? Also, narration. Look, I don't care if this is CGI. There is absolutely no reason for this plane to be flying this low over a suburban neighborhood.
My mom always told me that someday it would be me getting on one of those planes and going someplace better. Well, I guess it didn't exactly work out that way.
Ah yes, cause even in 2004, crappy airline service was a thing.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Your dog is too big to be on the plane.
Even so, he is nowhere near as big as those eyes, or those glasses, or that entire head in general. Also, this discount Steve Urkel tells Nashawn that he cannot bring his dog on board the plane because it is too big, even though Dre is only a small little puppy. Animal abuse. Quick, someone get Peter on the phone ASAP. Anyone that does this to someone else's food deserves to get smacked.
That was our last chicken. I'm afraid I just have stroganoff.
So why would you ask me what I wanted?
Exactly. Also, ugh. How extremely convenient that when Nashawn has to go to the bathroom, the alarm on the plane starts to go off, as if the plane itself knows what's about to happen. Also, how many planes can you think of that have bathrooms this spacious? Most airplane bathrooms are no bigger than a cupboard. Say what you will about that fart sound effect, but me and plenty other moviegoers around the world all agree that it's entirely way too overused in movies and TV shows alike.
There's a guy locked in the bathroom and he's stuck on the toilet.
How do you know? You were all the way at the front of the plane when Nashawn had his sudden diarrhea attack.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you definitely didn't do that on purpose. Good job, lady. Good job.
That's what happened.
I'm sorry, but if I heard a story about a man that got stuck in a toilet seat on an airplane, I'd be cracking up. I wouldn't care if I did get kicked out of court.
No.
Exactly. So it would be correct to say that you're nothing more than a deadbeat looking for a quick doll.
Not only is this guy racist against black entrepreneurs, he has a very twisted sense of what entrepreneurship actually is. And this is coming from a guy that studied entrepreneurship in high school.
I mean, my mom has always told me that you can't be successful until you try.
You'll never know what you can do in life unless you try, cliche.
Award him damages in the amount of $100 million.
Movie really expects me to believe that a judge can hand out $100 million to the plaintiff. Somebody get the IRS on the phone ASAP.
Whatever. I said we do the first 20 mil in Rio. The next 20 mil, Bangkok.
Is Las Vegas a joke to you?
Whoa, you still caught on that strip club / daycare center thing? Shit was genius.
Muggs is one of very few people in the world that think strip clubs and daycare centers are a good combination.
I have money in to get back my dog Dre.
Nashawn, how's the ass?
Look, I don't care how much of a nosy news reporter you are. You do not ask another man how his ass is doing. At least not in public anyways.
Wait, can you tell us what you intend to do with all that money?
I'm gonna start my own airline.
You don't say.
What is this, BT's how I'm living? What's going on? I'd like to give a shout out to all 5 of my baby mamas.
5 baby mamas? Jeez, no wonder this guy can't find a wife. Playing video games while on the job. Also, nice try movie, but even an amateur gamer such as myself knows that Alienware didn't become a world famous product until at least 2009. You can fool somebody else with this random product placement, but not me.
I've got good news and bad news. The bad news is that your flight 114 to JFK has been canceled.
You know, if I didn't know any better, I'd say Worldwide is just a way crappier B-movie version of Ryanair. Try and change my mind.
4 tickets for flight 069. on NWA.
Not to be confused with the most popular, influential rap group of all time.
A couple more hours, I'm 17, and then I'll be 18. And I can party and have sex. Missionary, doggy style, rocking the baby, getting teabagged, playing the trombone while I'm tossing his salad.
Look, I don't care how rebellious of a teenager you are. No one will be loudly discussing sex positions in an airport full of crowded people. Also, how would a person like Heather, who's been raised around white people her entire life, know about any of these positions despite never trying them out herself? And no, I'm not taking Pornhub for an answer. Sorry, movie, but there's no way in hell that this 99-cent store will have the funds necessary to rent out its own slide in a multi-million-dollar airport complex.
But if Denzel walk his fine, sexy ass in here right now, I'm taking the rest of the day off and getting straight down with the get down.
And you'll probably end up with 6 months of probation for harassing a celebrity, but who am I to judge?
Look at this little nigga here. Look more like 5 cents. Can't you read? The sign says put all metal objects in a container.
And yet you still managed to miss the guy in the orange or white shirt that snuck past you without putting his wristband in the container. What is it with airplane movies and their obsession with that one couple that enjoys the Mile High Club?
Oh, I sucked? What are you gonna do, go all postal on me, Mr. Mailman?
He says as he proceeds to run away like a little
I heard someone say this is the first flight for this airline.
That's 5 cup holders. Honey, the FAA are very strict about who they let fly an airline.
If that was true, even in the slightest, do you think they would have allowed a guy who got stuck on a toilet seat in an airplane to start his own airline? I think not.
Woo! Yeah, what up, son?
Yeah, you know I'm like that. I'm like that.
Anyone experienced that one awkward moment in high school where the white kid of the class decides he wants to be like the black kids? Well, this is one of those moments, and I'm alright with that. And at the same time, I'm not alright with that.
Oh, that's my zipper.
And that's too loud for a zipper. I don't know what you got in there, but we gonna find out.
Okay, now, if the roles were reversed in this situation, the man would be on his way to jail with a 25-year sentence over his head for sexual assault. Just keep that in mind. How come Air Force One didn't get this type of treatment when Obama was president?
The doctor still can find his left nut. They say it's up there somewhere.
Don't give me his address. I'll find it.
This character is disgusting, and he should feel disgusting. He only exists to make things disgusting.
Okay, partner, don't worry about me being late.
Talking back to your boss.
What I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna take this hoopty of yours up another 1,000 feet, catch me a slipstream, and we're gonna be there 5 minutes early.
First of all, you cannot just catch a slipstream. You have to be traveling at a certain speed and a certain altitude, as well as under the right conditions for the slipstream effect to take place effectively. I don't know who your flight instructor was back in flight school, but it sounds like you need some major re-educating to me.
I'm sorry, I didn't even. What'd you say?
I was a nigga that drew all the little sayings on the bombs. Fuck Iraq, Saddam, eat a dick. You know what I'm saying? That was me.
Even in 2004, 9/11 gags were a thing.
You ain't going nowhere without us, Osama. If you got to go to the bathroom, we going with you. She holding and I'm shaking, player.
Are you serious right now? That was a perfectly good gag, and these two donut-eating hood rats had to mess it up.
Here at NWA, safety is a very important part of flying. But I mean, come on, let's be real. If something goes wrong, we're all going down, right?
Is that all?
Actually, no. I mean, I was doing some thinking and I want to talk to you.
Protagonist has a past love interest that he desperately wants back, cliche.
What is this? Someone stepped up, Nishan. I'm engaged.
She's dangerous, super fan. Better watch out, she'll take the cash. She's an old nigga. She's an old nigga.
You know, I don't know if I ever told you this, but I speak a little Espanol.
No, you don't. I've heard of extensive security measures, but this is just taking a little bit too over the top, ain't it? Out of all the early 2000s rappers RZA could have chosen from, he had to go with Styles P. The map pulls the throttle lever down, which decreases engine power, instead of pushing it up, which increases engine power.
Man, I'm afraid of heights.
And yet you still chose to become an airplane pilot because logic does not exist when it comes to comedy movies. Bathroom attendants.
We don't get that many of y'all on the plane.
That's because this is literally the first time this plane's ever been in revenue service, for crying out loud. Are we sure that this movie script was written by adults? Because given the amount of toilet humor I've had to put up with for the past 38 minutes, I think not.
Are you alright, sir? Of course I'm alright. I'm a G, ain't I?
Obviously not.
33,000 feet. Oh, shit, man. We fucking higher than Red Man at the Source Awards. Shit don't make no motherfucking sense to be this high, cuz.
Yeah, this guy is definitely not alright.
What the hell's going on here, y'all?
Man, this nigga's afraid of heights.
How the hell you gonna be afraid of heights and you the damn captain?
Nashawn will be a mile-high flyer at CinemaSins.
No, I didn't, man. I told you I got my wings when I got out. When I got out of the Pelican Bay State Corrections Facility. Man, the only way you got stinky pinky is if you were sitting next to Miss Potato Head.
There's always some dude who's a player hater because he ain't getting none.
This movie somehow has enough runtime to make us watch these two have sex at least 4 times.
Her name is Heather Hunky, and she is one cute little hottie with a whole lot of body.
Yeah, that definitely won't be taken out of context by all the feminists and SJWs on Twitter. Movie really expects me to believe that this plane can hold an entire bar/dance floor on its uppermost level. And if I know anything about the uppermost level on the 747, it's not exactly what you would call spacious.
African mushrooms, they are very dangerous, they can kill you.
Foreshadowing. Yep, called it.
Listen, Giselle. In case something happens, it's something I need to get off my chest.
Look, I understand these two backstory completely, and I understand why Nashawn did what he did because of a simple misunderstanding between her and her father, but couldn't he wait until after he landed the plane to make things up with her? Otherwise, this is just going to turn to one of those protagonist tells his past love interest how he really feels just before he does something heroic tropes, and that is something that'll have to send.
Please. Now look, I'm just here to find a little black box so I can wrap my big black ass around.
That's not what a black box is for, but okay. Also, did Elvis really just say that he represented 3 of the 4 white people on the plane? Does Billy not count as a white person anymore?
I saw a show on the Discovery Channel, but that was about motorcycles.
Mushmouth said what to who now?
Well, I used to date this pilot, and we make love in the cockpit. You haven't had an orgasm until you've had it during descent.
Blanca is one of very few people in the world that knows what an orgasm feels like during a plane's descent. Well, it looks like someone forgot to turn on airplane mode.
You crazy bitch! Fuck this airline!
Believe it or not, this is how 85% of the YouTube community feels about Delta, Southwest, and United.
What kind of shit? This is Central Park! Well, where is Central Park? It's in New York, ain't it?
Yeah, the only downside is this version of Central Park is way too barren. The real deal is so lush and green that it basically makes Yellowstone look like a backyard. 84-inch? But earlier on, the Snoop Dogg voiceover said,
The purple plane with the 40-inch range.
so how exactly are they 84-inch if they're actually 40-inch? Be consistent, movie. Also, even if the rims were 84-inch, like Nashawn said they would still be entirely too small for a plane of this size.
Big ass tire for a little ass plane and a short ass nigga.
If Jamaica wasn't such an overbearing asshole most of the time, she will also be a mile-high flyer for CinemaSins.
Man, Giselle, you know we're dating again.
Wow, I am so happy for them. Notice the excitement in my voice.
Fucking cheap ass airline stole my shit. I knew I should have went to JetBlue.
Wait, what was that?
I knew I should have went to JetBlue.
One more time.
JetBlue.
Jet what?
JetBlue. JetBlue. Bitch, I'm black and I'm proud. Tell your sensors to calibrate that.
Oh yeah, have you heard about that security guard that worked on Upper Deck? Well, word is that he quit his job at NWA to become the next Magic Mike. Thank me later.